So I had an idea for a record. I had written some songs in college, all set in the world of Greek mythology, and a good friend had encouraged me to take them further. So one day in February of 2008, I sat down in front of my computer and wrote the entire record. It was a pretty creative day. The song sat in the back of my head as I worked on Johnny Stranger's third album, Galacticus 9. It wasn't until a year later that I was ready to begin what would take me over a year to complete. Good morning, studio.
Good morning.
Just getting started. First we're gonna go do some pump check labor. But this is what we ended up with last night. This is 13 microphones on the kit. Blake, how you doing in there, buddy?
Good morning, studio.
We've got all the mics up.
We got mics up.
We're running like all of our toms, the hi-hat, the bass drum, the snare, the low tom, the two overheads. We're running all those into the Mo2 here because we're taking advantage of its preamp. And then we're going to be doing a bunch of kind of like our fun mics into my Delta 1010, which is then going to be running into that shuttle right there. And that's where we're kind of
just running OSX.
Yeah. Hey!
Yeah.
How you been, man?
Awesome. Well, awesome since I've been home.
I'll say, welcome back, bro. Good to see you.
This guy.
No, up.
This guy.
Yes. Yep. That's the guy.
Chords.
Tap me some under snare.
This guy's falling down.
Oh, this is a double bagger.
I'm not into squishy things.
Come on, get this. Peter, just
God, just got out of the studio and I need to fucking kill you. Oh!
Yeah, feel free to keep that fire going.
Never done.
Do something sick, Rob.
Yeah. Oh, that's already.
What is this hip thrust about? What is that?
You gotta hip thrust in the accordion. I just brought the squeeze box out in case anyone felt like having a little squeeze box.
A little squeeze off.
Sometimes the draw through button doesn't work, so it always plays a note. We got the classic CD.
Day 2 begins at the farm. Today we'll actually be recording. We just recorded Olympus. We're gonna start in on Zeus. 75 BPM. Blake's just doing some little signal routing. Rocking the Red Bull.
Rocking the Red Bull! Woo!
I can record the snap.
What do you want, 140?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it took me like that whole time to finally feel this metronome pace.
Sure. I think you gotta go. Okay, da da da.
Try it again.
I like that, Pete.
But it's like.
I think that's. I like it. don't know.
Is that recording?
Was that recording?
It's over here?
Yeah.
Cool.
Haha! Not believe
Well, we just finished day 1 and we were super exhausted. We got about 7 tracks recorded, which is not quite half of what we meant to do, but you know, just gonna keep moving forward, right, Blake?
Correct, Mundo. And now we're
Blake is
fixing slingshots so we can go shoot shit. Cause I deleted a song.
Yeah, Blake deleted a song. Cersei's Daughters, which is, you know, of all the songs, I mean, it's an easier song to play, so I can re-record that one pretty easy.
But didn't we listen to it?
Yeah, we listened to it. But then I bet when you open the next one.
I mean, we listened to it.
Yeah, but I bet when you open the next one.
What was I doing, dude?
So tired. So tired. Well, the plan for the night is just to have some steak. Relax on the farm. You reckon Tim will come back?
Slingshot for you.
We're gonna go shoot some slingshots. Day 3. This is our last day here. We're gonna try to finish up all the drum tracks. We had a little freak out last night because we thought that we weren't gonna be able to use stuff, but Dave took care of it for us. Look out there, isn't that beautiful? Nice little rainy day. My intention is to have like a full making of documentary for the like the media package that you would download.
Yeah, no, I think that's cool. I like that idea.
We do a lot of stuff, so it's nice to actually have it documented. Well, I mean, like, this is stuff we're gonna like look back on and be like, whoa!
Wow! We're gonna be like 50 at the time.
We are recording. Look, acoustic guitar. It is acoustic, and this is Blake. Da! And what did we just take a sip of here to get started?
The whiskey. No whiskey.
Blake, do you have any words of wisdom for us before we begin?
It's always best to put your best forward. Your best foot. Everyone has best foot. Ultimately, you want your best foot forward. That's what they say, anyways.
So that time I was behind. It's hard to say. I think what it said.
You want to listen to it back and see where that came in?
That'll work. That'll solve the problem if I do what I just did right there.
Okay.
That will solve the problem.
So you want to take it from the top?
Yeah. Your mom smells of elderberries. Oh, this is all wasted footage. You know what's that?
Yeah. Well, this is all wasted. Yeah. Here we go. Hey Pete, what you doing?
I'm trying to I'm listening back to A Face That Launched 1,000 Ships to hear like how it goes.
Why do you need to do that?
Because I don't remember how I played it when I recorded it.
So you mean like
Well, I mean I could have
you
like
can't remember your own song, Pete?
I hardly ever remember. I just generally make them up on the fly.
Fair enough.
No, like I don't know, like maybe I have like 2 bars instead of 1 because I was trying to trim things down. That's a long song, so I was probably trying to trim it. But I just listened through it and I think, yeah, it makes total sense. I did trim it,
Good.
but in a good way.
So Pete, how come you have such a messy workstation? You're such a mess over there.
Because...
It's really owned by Blake.
Yeah, exactly.
What's that?
It's really owned by Blake.
I don't know about
Who
that.
is this man?
I don't know who
Who
that
is
guy-
this
I don't know who that
mysterious
guy is. I don't know who that is. So that's the to scale inside the box. It's gonna be really hard.
Oh, that's
to
for
see.
the isolation box.
Yep, and then that's what the box looks like standing straight up. 28 by 28 by 36. Swinging doors.
We work hard. No, we don't. No taste. No taste. I'm sorry. No, film that thing.
Oh,
We finished building our little. There's an amp in there.
oh God. So, our baffle project went a little awry. 2/3 of us are drinking. You figure out. You figure out who did it.
Yeah.
Judge by what that looks like.
We work hard. No, we don't.
We got a male choir part, and it's gonna go like this.
I feel like it's such a handicapped Pete, before we get into this, demonstrate to me the speed foot pedal technique. Where did you learn how to dance like that?
Naked in my living room.
Fancy footwork. But it's the 3rd day also of...
Tracking guitars.
Yeah, how's it
Tracking
feel?
all the electrics, and we're just about done.
Feel good?
Yeah, things are going well.
Fair enough. So it's going to be a fun day 3, is what we're looking at.
More fun, funner than the last 3 days. No, but seriously, Blake, do you believe in aliens? I'm serious, dude. Do you believe in aliens?
Come on.
Oh!
Yes.
Wait.
Yes.
We're going back in time. So this guy right here, the BP8 valve, is just this little bass Digitech pedal that Blake had at college, and we used to use this exclusively. And at one point, I kept using this one setting, which has like a it's like a phaser and a delay pedal all wrapped into one, but it has a certain quality to it. And I wrote a little jam way back when. It's in one of these songs, these Iliad Odyssey songs, and so we busted out the old pedal, but we don't know if it works. So let's give it a go. All right. Yep. Woo!
Hey, look, Pete, it's the amplifier.
It's naked.
Totally naked. So now, next up, we got some serious noise to make, huh?
Some serious feedback for Aries.
It's gonna be pretty wild and loud.
We just finished recording. Spent 4 days in the studio. Got to go to my rehearsal. Whew.
Who is this mysterious man?
Who is this mysterious man?
Why is he in all these camera shots? What is he doing here? Why does he look so damn hot?
This is photogenicism. Just created a new word.
Photogenicism.
I'm gonna make a movie called Photogenicism.
That's right. And then you'll write a book.
Yep. But it'll be a porn.
The book will be a porn.
No, the movie will.
The movie will be a porn, but the book will be a stunning romantic comedy.
That's right.
Photogenitalia.
Yeah, photogenitalia.
Stay inside. Got to hide if you want to live.
You wanna know what? I want to see you right now, and I don't think I can wait much longer. And you wanna know what? I'm sick of dicking around with this shit. Let's make some things happen.
Oh, wow, I don't know. I mean, that's a whole lot of different things to say. I mean,
It's a fucking mouthful, but Blake sometimes needs to be said.
My brother's a total piece of shit. I want you to be happy. Did you get that? Is that on camera? You did.
Bass amp in that thing. There was a bass amp inside that thing. Hand cramp. Okay, let me tune. I'm so out of tune.
We went for a walk, and I'll never forget, Pete, he was like, so if you had to rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10 as a bass player, how would you rate yourself? And I was like, oh man.
Never return. My memories all always mine. Alright, try harmony, here we go.
Okay.
You know that it's true. Are tempted to project just the perfect amount of resistance. I'm really happy to be doing scratch vocals right now because, you know, it's going to allow me the opportunity to kind of solidify some of my vocals that I'm going to do, or like what the harmonies are going to be. And plus, I know we've got Courtney Swain coming in to do some vocals for us. And so I know things are going to switch up a little bit once she gets in here and she can cover those high range areas. Courtney, these parts are for you.
Yes, I am Blake Buckley. I went to college and I just had no idea where I was going. I left all my music stuff at home, so I went there with no plans for music, and ended up hanging out one day in my dorm room, and I was playing Two Against Nature, which was a new Steely Dan album that I got. And Pete happened by the room and stuck his head in and was like, "Is that Steely Dan?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, that's some Steely Dan."
All I was thinking about was recording music and, like, you know, doing that. So I just kept doing music and, like, meeting the people that I, you know, kind of needed to.
Mid-time in the school year, when we started playing, just sort of jamming around.
I mean, I got involved with hanging out with Blake and doing music because I just like Blake. You know, he's like one of my best friends, and he is somebody I can really talk to about the music, because that was the thing of, like, I was used to playing music with people and, like, being in bands, but generally, like, nobody, like, I'd be like, "Oh, and this song's about this," and they'd be like, "Uh-huh." You know, like, I don't care. But Blake I was able to talk to, and he would actually respond and be like, "Well, this," and I'd be like, "Oh, well, this." And we were able to talk about, like, thematic things, and he would listen even if he thought I was full of shit.
Really good process. First time I had ever spent time in a recording studio. It was like when we went there was nothing else going on. It was like all just trying to play music, trying to record music, trying to do something. And it was also a great experience because you always had a plan for what we were going to do that day, which for me was a big change in how I went about trying to play music and think about music, something, you know, with an overarching plan. Swimming in the oceans of the unborn, it was a lot of different things. I feel like it was a school project. It was one of the things it was. It was one of the first albums that I ever got to work with on Pete, that we built like our own little zone in which to work. And then it was sort of really the first really exploratory album that I've ever been a part of.
You know, to start with, we were just kind of playing together and hanging out and having a good time. I think, you know, once Blake really kind of got more into the recording aspect of it, and he started to push the envelope in his own direction, the direction he went was very different than the direction I was trying to go. So, but it worked perfectly as he got more into kind of the audio engineering kind of side of things, and I was trying to learn more about, you know, my instruments or songwriting or whatever. You know, they really helped each other. We're all about trying to learn more each time and, like, you know, interact with good people, and it's been awesome. I've learned so much. I can't even summarize it. And then just because of kind of the situation with things, you know, Blake and I were working on a different record, Galacticus 9, for a long time, and I didn't have a drum set. You know, I just couldn't get started on Iliad Odyssey, so it just kind of sat in the back of my head. And, like, there were lots of different incarnations of what I was thinking. Like at one point it was going to be a Johnny Stranger record. And ultimately it's become just me primarily out of convenience.
Pete's always been a Greek mythology guy, as long as I can remember. Looking back on it, it was one of the first times that I had even heard anything about the epic stories. It was always interesting to hear Pete tell me these little sort of bits and fragments of these larger stories, which I think is really interesting to get to this point now where Pete's actually doing the full for an album.
There was like 5, 6, 7 Greek mythology songs on our old college record, and it just kind of, I mean, it just sounded like crap. I wasn't mature enough musically to devote myself to a theme yet. It took me a while before I got to the point where I do what I do now, which is just make concept records, just kind of like a bulk of work that focuses on one idea. Wasn't able to do that.
It sort of embodies the what I'd say would be the motif for the album, which is this fluid quality to the lyrics and the acoustic guitars and the drums, but it also comes in with the power. And I think the juxtaposition of those two things really creates an epic quality. And epic is a very vague term, but at the same time, when you use it and you hear it, it makes sense.
Rachel,
Hi.
who are you?
My name is Rachel Ewan.
Uh-huh. Who's your older brother?
That guy.
This guy?
Yep.
Rachel, why do you let them make you sing this devil music?
I just do what you tell me.
I just do it for voices.
Oh, there's Jack upstairs.
Yep.
If you expose your desires and be honest with yourself.
Yeah, totally. Here,
Hello,
it
Rachel.
sounded like a couple of things we can probably match up a little bit better.
Yeah.
A couple of like the little,
think-
because you.
And when I like cut off, sometimes you're staying on it longer than I am.
Yeah.
And I just, or vice versa.
Here's the playback.
Okay.